Let's do this. Wake up, Web3. We're here.
Wake up, Web3, JC. What's going on?
Morning,
Wake up,
Reptar.
Web3 with JC.
And Reptar.
Yes, and Reptar. Guys, what is going on? What a crazy night. If you guys saw the video that we posted last night, there was quite a big development that happened over the past 24 hours. Pretty big hack. People are panicking.
Panic.
Markets are plummeting. Everything's over. No, weird. Actually, markets are doing the exact opposite. Very, very strange. We'll get into it all today, guys. Everything going on, but it's interesting things.
Reptar, how was your weekend? How was your birthday?
It was very good. Had a long birthday. Did a little bit of spent some time with the family. Did some crypto shopping. Taught the family how to buy some more crypto because we are just we're down, guys, for the month of September. I mean, September was a rough month in crypto. August yeah.
Was a rough month. September is actually up from where we started.
Well, yes,
is what you meant.
Yes, exactly. We'll get into that here in a second. But yeah, guys, it's so
Bubbles.
we're using this opportunity to pick up some projects. But yes, the infamous bubbles.
Everything's over. Crypto's hacked. It's all going to zero. Wait, what? Why is this green?
One thing, yeah. So this was interesting to me because while this whole hack was going on, markets didn't really move. I don't know if that was because people were afraid to move their funds, or what. But again, guys, just to full disclaimer here, no crypto blockchain was hacked. That's why we're not seeing a market reaction. This is a little bit more complex. It was still a very serious situation, but it was handled very well, and obviously none of the blockchains were compromised. It was.
Reptar explained it very well in his video he made at 2 a.m. last night while this was popping off. Super well explained. This wasn't a blockchain was not hacked. JavaScript was hacked, which a lot of wallets use. A lot of hot wallets use JavaScript. Your MetaMask, even your Coinbase or your KuCoin, like your hot wallets, and even some of your warm wallets. We'll do a video on that someday as well, what those mean. But
absolutely,
they use the JavaScript. They use JavaScript as part of their program to send crypto. And briefly, Reptar is very much a programmer, technical guy. For me, I'm a not technical guy. I have trouble even asking ChatGPT a question. Okay, so I'm not quite Uncle Ethan, but I'm getting there. Give me 20 years.
Oh, I love it. Great video. Love that. Was a lot of fun to make.
Basically, the hack basically made it so that if I'm going to send, we send out prizes from Alpha Origins, for example. And if I'm going to send someone their prize, they send me their address and I copy and paste it so that I can send them their prize. Well, what this hack was doing was I would copy someone's address, and when I hit paste into my hot wallet to send, $5 worth of Ethereum, it would change the paste to someone else's wallet. And so rather than me sending my $5 to Reptar, it would go to this hacker.
Yep. Who made off with JC? How much with an exorbitant amount?
Oh yeah, let me go over here and share this with you. Don't take this as gospel because we don't know for sure yet. But not that. Yeah, here we go. For those keeping track, it seems as though the attack is over. The attacker netted $480. Great job. I hope you end up in prison for the rest of your life where Bubba makes you the bottom bunk until you die. I hope it's worth $480.
He had to say, he censored himself because we're live, I assure you guys. But $480, that's wife-changing money. Facing federal charges for $480.
It's wife-changing because he's now going to be the wife.
Oh my god.
But it does.
Yeah, guys.
This right here highlights something very, very important. The crypto community is locked in. We are all connected, and we all try and take care of each other. Despite all of the big money just trying to make themselves richer and take over all the money and power, the crypto community, the little guys, we're all going to make it because we watch out for each other. This hack was immediately put out. We posted it in our Discord. Every Discord that I'm a member of put that out. X was blowing it up. Crypto Twitter, it's still called Crypto Twitter even though it's X, blew this up. And so people just stopped transacting on their wallets while this was sorted out. And that we cannot stress this enough. If you're new, get in a community.
Yeah, and JC, that's a great point, man. I think the reason this wasn't worse is because, as he said, every single Discord I was a part of was putting this out. People really take care of each other in these communities, and it's a big part of the reason why we love all of our community Alpha Origin. Shout out to all you guys in the chat right now. People were on this. People were immediately sharing it. They were immediately getting this information out.
Shout out to Pickle. Thanks for Pickles of Pickletown's one of our members, but the first one that put it in our Discord, and we were immediately, everybody's jumping in, looking it up. Hey, I heard this. Hey, don't do this. It looks like this is what the hack is. Immediately. I mean, within 5 minutes.
Yeah, and again, that just speaks volumes of like how just the greater crypto community is in general. Like everyone jokes, we're all degens, we're all just trying to get rich quick, but a lot of these communities are really looking out for each other, and I think it's amazing. I think this is a huge example of why this whole idea of having these projects and communities really is an asset to people.
Yep, definitely. And I mean, yes, we are all degens, but
some more than others.
All of us little guys, we want all of our other little guy friends to make it. Like, I don't care if BlackRock or the U.S. government or any big financial institution makes it. They're going to be fine. I do care that Reptar makes it, and that Pickle makes it, and that Muna makes it, Mr. Great. Like, I care that all of us little guys, maybe we just don't want to work 70 hours a week, 3 jobs, just to pay our taxes and be able to afford some food.
Yeah, and guys, that's really what this is. We're all trying to make this together, and there are some people that are willing to take from others to make that happen. And for once, I'm happy that they didn't, that they. It was interesting to see it happen, but it was amazing to see that they basically got nothing. Because I mean, so many people have been hacked before. I've been hacked before. JC's had some wallet drains, so have I. It happens. Even when you're careful and know what you're doing, like we like to think we do.
Sure.
As well as our community. But the thing is, you can never be too careful because these things can happen to anybody, guys. Like and if you don't have people guiding you through this and don't have assistance with things you don't understand, it's really easy for these things to happen.
Yep. And we'll like I said, we'll do a video on cold wallets, safe storage, self-custody, that type of stuff. But let's that's why this news of a giant hack that affected a lot of crypto chains, really, because it just affected wallets and JavaScript. What did you say, Reptar? Like these updates for Java are downloaded like 2 billion times a week.
Yeah, so just to give anybody a little bit of technical knowledge about what happened. Again, I'm not a complete expert on JavaScript, but I understand enough about it. For most of you guys know that it's used as a programming language to build tons of applications. It's very useful. It's simple to write for. So a lot of it's the basic. It's the English of programming languages. It's easy for people to use and understand. Well, that's a bad example, I guess, because English really isn't. But anyway, my point is it's a common programming language that a lot of people use. And it's so popular that, yes, it's packages, which are essentially, I guess you could think of them like updates. Like it's constantly fetching packages to keep different things updated for, different reasons. But essentially what happened is one of the developers was, I'm still a little hazy on the details because I heard that he fell asleep and someone went up to his computer and like injected it into it directly. I heard other people say he was hacked. So I don't really know what happened, but essentially this guy had access to Java's, package server, and they injected this malicious code into it. So when all of these applications tried to, refresh their data and download all these packages, they were also infected. So it was really sophisticated. It was kind of genius, honestly, but it was a complete failure because of the strength of the crypto community. And I just think that's like the coolest thing ever, honestly. Like really, but yeah, guys. So really important to understand that fundamentally crypto was not affected. Just a lot of the things that interact with crypto.
Yeah, and you would never notice if you're used to sending transactions. You just copy and paste whatever wallet you want to send stuff to. And if you're not literally checking every single letter in that wallet address, it's like your bank routing number. If you change one number, it goes to a different account. So that's why it was important to catch that, and why you should be a part of a community. But yeah, let's talk about the bubbles here. Looking good for the day. I wanted to bring this up. We talked about it a lot, that we're worried about August being August and September are red months typically, and then October goes really well. And then we've talked about maybe that's not going to hold true for September this year. So let's look at this. Is the daily chart for Bitcoin. And I'm not a chart guy, but I did draw these lines just to make a point. So this right here, this horizontal line is August the 1st. You can see that Bitcoin started at 112 in August, went all the way up here to 120. What was it? 125-ish was the all-time high there. And then it dropped down. This is September the 1st. So in August, started at 112, ended up at 107-ish. 5,000 point drop over the month of August with a huge high. So it did jump up a good 10%, and then dropped 15%. Is that red? Yeah, technically. Is it a big deal? No. But this is September. September started here at 107. We're already back up to where August started 9 days in. I think part of that is we've talked about how next Wednesday we do expect Fed rate cuts. And now a lot of the big experts that do the odds and stuff are projecting 3 rate cuts, September, October, and December, which is great for crypto. That pushes prices up. And so I don't know if this whole, we talked about that sell in May and walk away. Let's see if I can zoom out just a little bit. Here's May. Yeah, if you sold in May, let's say you sold the top in May at, oh, look, 111. So when were you going to buy back in? Sell in May and walk away. When were you going to buy back in? Because, I mean, your best bet, if you sold the top, your best bet was you could have gotten in at 98. Okay, I mean, that's a good 10%. Okay. You trying to time the market for 10%?
Exactly. And then you just missed out on basically half the gains as well. So it's like realistically, timing the market is never a solid strategy, in my opinion. Non-financial advice, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you're talking to somebody who bought Bitcoin at 4,000 and was mining it early. It's like the best thing you could possibly do is hold these assets long term. I truly believe we're going to see $1 million Bitcoin in the next 5 years. I really do.
I understand if you're trying to trade and you understand the charts and you understand levels. DJ's wonderful at projecting the levels, going, hey, here's support. If it bounces off of this, you could look for a long. If it gets up to here, you might be topping out and might want to look for. If you do that type of leverage trading, God bless you, good luck. But my strategy,
you can make tons of money. We're not gonna, I mean, I've made some.
I can't do that
trading, but the point is, guys, for a lot of people, they don't have the technical knowledge for different things like leverage trading or reading charts. The safest thing you can do with some of these really solid projects really is to just hold it, because over time it's really just going in one direction.
Yeah. And if you can, just hold it. I understand sometimes you got to sell stuff to pay some bills. I get it. I've had to sell out investments because we had unexpected major bills come up. I had a car just completely blow up, had to replace an engine. Sometimes you got to sell stuff to pay the bills. But if you don't have to, just leave it. Leave it alone. Yeah. Be Warren Buffett. Buy it and never sell it, and then borrow against it and never pay taxes.
Yeah.
Not financial advice.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there is we got a video about that on the Alpha Origins TikTok, how rich people don't pay taxes legally.
Yeah.
And that's very interesting.
And I mean, hey, if like nothing wrong with using the laws to your advantage. That's what they're there for. The laws are there. Use them. Yeah,
Hey,
we just talked about that.
that's what the big boys are doing, guys. Remember that.
It's legal. You can be mad at them, or you can do it yourself.
There you go.
We talked about that. Yeah, Reptar. This was Reptar's post at, you can see 16 hours ago would have been minus 10, yeah, 6 p.m.
And guys, the thing about that, I do want to touch on this real quickly. One last thing about the hack. If you had a hardware wallet, you were not affected by this if you were being careful.
Yeah.
And we really need to do a video on the difference between hardware wallets and hot wallets.
I don't have my hardware wallet, or I'd show you mine. It's upstairs.
Yeah. I actually have a box right here. I can probably show you guys. That's just the package. But so this is a Ledger Nano X. It is a crypto storage wallet. It looks a lot like a USB drive. Mine's locked in my fireproof safe with my private keys right now, so I can't pull it out for you guys. But essentially what it is, it's like a little USB drive, and it lets you store your crypto securely, and your private keys are stored. Again, it's the most secure device.
What I mean is, it's not, your crypto is not technically on that device. However, your private keys are locked in that device offline, and even when you use it to authenticate a transaction, it does not connect to the internet.
Thank you, JC. Exactly.
Technically, your money is on the blockchain. You don't have the blockchain on your little wallet. It is your keys are locked up, and it is a secure offline way for you to verify transactions without connecting to the internet. So your private keys are never transmitted.
Exactly. And the reason that's important is because a lot of these hot wallets like MetaMask, Phantom, and some of the other wallets that were compromised, that's not how they work. They are hot wallets, so they are directly connecting to these things, which gives room for error. So if you guys are nervous about any of the, we got to boot my camera again. Boop. There we go.
Here, we'll go straight into since we're talking about this. Let's go to this.
Yeah.
So
yeah, guys, the safest thing you can do if you're worried about stuff like this is to get a hardware wallet. You should really have one anyway if you're in crypto, but that doesn't mean that you are completely safe.
Correct. You can still interact with things on your address that could be unsafe, but the safety there is your keys are not transmitted. You can still, just like, I mean, you could take a USB and plug. You could have a computer that does not connect to the internet. It has no Wi-Fi, nothing. But you can still take a USB and plug it in and inject a virus into your computer. You can still do that with a cold wallet, but it is harder and less likely. But like this is really the point I want to highlight, because this is my strategy. Hot wallet is for swaps. Like, if I need to send something to somebody, or if I need to buy an NFT, or if I need to sell something, an NFT like that, that's what the hot wallet is for. But my storage is offline. I mean, think of it like I have cash in my wallet if I want to go to the store. No one has cash, but you know what I mean. I have cash in my wallet if I want to go to the store and buy some gum. But my bank account, I don't keep my money in my mattress. I keep it in my bank account. Because somebody can break into my house and find my cash in my wallet, but they're not going to break into my digital bank account.
Exactly. That's actually a really good metaphor, because that's exactly what it's like. And the thing is, guys, even for swaps, I wouldn't even use them for swaps, because you have exchanges like Coinbase. If you really, the only reason you would really need a hot wallet is if you're getting into things like crypto gaming, NFTs, interacting with smart contracts, DeFi.
Some of the DeFi stuff I would not do with my cold wallet.
Yeah, exactly. So there is a reason to have both. Don't get me wrong.
I use Coinbase and MetaMask, and I use MetaMask to connect to things like Uniswap or SushiSwap. These DEXs, these decentralized exchanges because that removes that puts the bulk of my holdings at least 2 steps away from any type of malicious code or hack or whatever.
Exactly. So, the easiest way to remember it, guys, is hot wallets are for when you're actively doing stuff, moving stuff around. Hot, cold wallet, you're leaving it alone. It's your money that's hibernating.
It's your vault. It's your safe.
Exactly. So, if you guys do not have one of these devices, they are really not that expensive, and if you're in crypto, you really do need one.
It's like if you've got a nice computer, you buy the nice surge protector. If you've got if you're just getting into crypto and you're just throwing a couple $100 here and there, and you're trying to do some trading and just increase the value of your portfolio, yeah, you could probably be okay without a cold wallet. But if you start amassing any type of assets, secure them, please.
Yeah, and on top of that, there's a convenient app that goes along with the device as well. So it's still on your phone. You can still monitor it. It's still super convenient. So I definitely look into it. We're not sponsored by Ledger or anything. There's other devices out there like the Trezor.
I'm just kidding. Hey, sponsors, we'll be happy to pitch your.
Oh, hey, we just had 100,000 views and over 4,000 likes on one of our Instagram posts. So we're getting there. We're coming for you, Coinbase and Ledger, and all you. Anyway.
Yeah, there you go, Mr. Gray. Your hard wallet is like a gun cabinet. Treat your crypto like guns. I have mine in a safe, not a cabinet, but yeah, same point.
Yeah, that's another great example. So yeah, guys. Again, there's other devices. There's the Trezor wallet. There's other ones. Ledger's the one that I personally.
I have a Ledger. I've got family that has a Trezor. They're both easy to use. The interfaces, the device itself is just you mainly interface on your computer or on your phone. Just the device itself authenticates and unlocks so that you can actually interact. I can pull up my Ledger app right now and look at my assets, but I cannot interact with them without the buttons. So
yeah. And if something happens to your device, like let's say you drop it in the toilet or it gets destroyed, as long as you have your private keys, you can buy a new device, import the private keys, you're good to go. So
correct.
Have that question a lot. People are like, what if I break my device?
You can get a new device and use your private keys. So secure those private keys, not online, not with digital copies. Secure a hard paper copy. They come with a piece of paper to write down your private keys. The Ledger Nano comes with 3 pieces of paper. Like it's a little card, and it's a 24 phrase seed code, and you just write down each phrase in order on the thing. And I've got one in my parents' safe. I've got one in my safe, and I think I only did 2. But
and I love this comment. I love this comment by Crypto Truth because it's what we're talking about right now, guys, is crypto 101. Like this is all it really is. And he says right here, and one of the reasons cryptocurrency is mostly populated by intelligent people. Newbies and normies are like vacationers on a tour bus in a strange land. That's so true. They have no idea what's going on right now. And a lot of this stuff is very basic. These are some of the first things that we teach people when they get into crypto.
Yep. And if you are new and you have questions, throw them in the comments. Come join our Discord. Get on X and find good people that talk about this securely. Don't just take anybody's word for it. Do some research. If you don't feel like doing the research, just ask us in the comments. We do the research. That's kind of why we're here. If you don't feel like doing it, ask. We'll do it.
Absolutely. And we will be having some more videos for you guys coming up very soon. We have a couple ideas about some stuff that we are going to be doing. And JC wants to talk about XRP today.
I saw this post today. I was like, I have no idea if this is true. I don't know who this guy is. Baron Dominus. I hope you're correct. Rumors circulating that Apple's set to announce a $1.5 billion XRP purchase today. That'd be nice. Because that would see it. Here's the funny thing. Today, 1.5 billion, divide that by 3. So what is that? 500 million? That'll get you 500 million XRP. That's a good amount of XRP.
That's insane. And what's crazy
last October, that would have gotten you, multiply that times, so it was 50 cents. So it would have gotten you 3 billion XRP.
And what's insane is I would really imagine that Apple would create their own cryptocurrency. I mean, they could be buying it for different reasons.
I mean, we saw that Google is.
Yeah, no.
Well,
so I mean,
creating their own blockchain.
Reasons why you would want to own XRP, but I wouldn't be surprised if Apple came up with their own cryptocurrency.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they're just happy to incorporate it and take their.
Look at that. The banks want in now. Can you imagine that? The banks want a piece of crypto. Weird.
I know, right? It's almost like they've been saying crypto's a scam while buying it.
You know, and one thing I do want to say that was a statistic that blew my mind was Bitcoin's market cap is worth more than Visa and MasterCard combined. That's a huge deal. You know, Visa and MasterCard is in every person's wallet right now. Think about that. That's really something. You know, like we've never been here before where we're in a position where banks, financial institutions, governments, they're just all in and the price is down.
And we're at the .com rise right now. We're not at the bubble bursting. We're at the rise where basically, if you remember, if you're new, you're probably old enough to remember the .com boom and bust. But you remember back in the you're not old enough. Put your hand down.
No, come on, 94.
But you remember that when the internet first was starting to become popular and AOL was a thing, like if your company said anything about the internet. So right now, if your company says anything about crypto, now is the time that to risk being a little bit overdramatic. The entire technological world is changing again. So,
I don't think it's dramatic enough.
We're not bullish enough.
Because it's not just the financial world, it's the
Y2K.
Technological world, it's the financial world, it's so much gaming, artificial intelligence, like so much is happening right now, and this technology is a part of it. I really am going to be so interested to see where this evolves in the next 5 years. So,
but just take your profits. Don't get stuck.
If you're not owning these assets right now with all this stuff going on, to me, that is the financial.
Yeah, and 40 years from now, whatever we're calling that generation, they're going to be pissed off at you like you're pissed off at the boomers. That's not fair. You got lucky. You were in when this all started, so you made your wealth, and now I can't afford a house.
JC getting triggered by the Instagram video.
I love it. I'm trying to defend my parents' generation because I know that my parents worked their tails off. My parents worked 2 jobs. My mom worked a job. My dad worked a job just to be able to afford their house. And was the house cheaper? Absolutely. Did they make $120,000 median income? No. Together they made less than 50. So it's
exactly. But it's about getting into these opportunities when you can, because every generation has an opportunity like this, and right now I feel like this is this generation's opportunity, and there is still time. Like a lot of these projects have not popped off yet, and there are so many good ones. Like if you're not researching and looking into what these projects are doing and trying to accumulate, to me, you're absolutely going to be one of those millennials in the video, like just
it's not fair.
It's not fair. You got lucky, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
It's like, no,
you did get lucky.
You didn't get
Absolutely.
lucky. You went through Mt. Gox. You went through, the FTX hack. You went to this new hack. Like we have been through the fire, man. Let me tell you what, like
I had a coach say this: luck is where hard work meets opportunity. You put in the work and you got the opportunity and you took advantage of it when it came. So if you're doing that, congratulations. 40 years from now, the kids are going to be mad at you because they can't afford a house.
Yep. And you're going to be living in a mansion.
The goal, be like the boomers. How's that?
Stacey, that's all. That's all. On that note, that's all I have for you guys today.
I like this for conspiracy. Black Swan Capitalist. Yeah.
You got something else for it? Oh,
just a little conspiracy. Yeah.
You guys know we love our conspiracy theories here at Outboards. I posted one on the Twitter that nobody disagreed with, so I'll leave it at that. But What is this?
I love it. Russia warns that the U.S. is using stablecoins backed by treasuries to offload their debt.
I saw this.
People have been saying this for like a year and a half. This is not the first time. I know. I love it.
Yeah, we talked about this on the show a few weeks ago. We're like, wait a minute. I think the government is trying to pay off its debt by getting into crypto with all of its money and just sending the markets, and then like, hey, whoa, we made all this money, we can pay the debt now. It's genius. Why wouldn't they do it?
Talking about it. Stable coins have to be backed by treasuries.
Russia's like, this is fucked up. They shouldn't be allowed to do this. That's literally what's happened. They're pissed. They're pissed.
Hey, if we can get rid of the U.S. debt and get rid of all of our taxes, I love it. Come on, do it.
They're pissed because it's all crypto based, So
don't invade other countries.
I love that.
All right,
love that so much.
Anybody that goes for the U.S. too. All right.
Yeah,
that's all we got.
Don't invade people. It's not nice.
Quit invading people. Everybody. Everybody.
Unless they're like Hitler or something. Okay.
No, that's not invading. That's defending. Just quit invading people. All right. Hope you guys all have a aluminum foil hat.
I'll get my aluminum foil hat for next time, guys.
Oh,
I promise.
Gosh.
We'll be ready.
Yeah, we need to do a hoodie. We need to do a hoodie conspiracy episode. I love it.
The blue hat hackers, all right?
Oh gosh. Muna, Mr. Gray, thanks for being here with us live. Seriously, if you're watching this and you have questions, toss them in the comments. We do read the comments. We try very hard to keep all the scam comments deleted as quickly as possible, and we do try and respond to questions. If you got something you want us to address in a video, let us know. But thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Get in a community. It doesn't have to be our community. We have a great one, but get in a community that can keep you aware, because you cannot know everything.
Absolutely. No, 100%. It takes, we used to say this all the time in Alpha Origins, but it takes a village, guys. It really does. Like, it takes a lot of people to interact to make all this happen. So you definitely need to be with some kind of group if you're going to be doing stuff and you don't really know what's going on. So thank you guys for joining us so much, and we'll be seeing you next week.
Yep. See you in the morning.
Tomorrow, next week. Yeah. If we're all still here next week.
Drink more coffee.
Yeah. Have a good one, guys.
Thanks for being here. Now I'm just going to wait for the live stream to catch up.